What the hell is this?
I don't know.
Shit, not again.
Well, shit. That's not good. I take it bad things happen.
Cover the exits. Stay alert, men.
Save your voice, Kirillov. Here, there are only dead Spartans. I feel a bit like Xerxes.
Okay.
Unforgivable waste of land and resources. So many.
Oh, I really wish I could kill you.
And for what? Police station? The council? Ah, well. All are cleansed by the fires of revolution. What a pleasant surprise, Colonel Miller. Or what remains of you.
Artyom, it is time.
And who might this be? Ah, the resourceful young man. Tell me, Artyom, savior of the Metro. Where are you going? Stop him!
Artyom, we've made mistakes, but this is how we grow. But the mistakes we've made cannot be erased. Even so, making up for them is possible. Putting right what we have wronged is the only thing we can try to do. To save those that can no longer save themselves. The things we have done in the past have affected not only our own kind, but also those that would have helped us. Although we couldn't understand what they were trying to say, we still hold the blame for wiping out our very saviors. And with one act of ignorance, we may have doomed both of our races. The pain and death we have caused others, whether intentional or not, have had an effect on everything around us. On a journey of redemption, we met strange companions, and so many of humanity's worst sides. The end of humanity was not the fault of all, but those left will have to deal with the consequences regardless. As we struggle through, we try to find a way to not only live ourselves, but to escape the pain that others cause, as seems to be our nature. The brutality we visit on each other is unlike any animal in the world. Does that make us more than animals, or perhaps less? True brutality, unlike anything the world has ever seen. When nobody can stop you, you tend to do things that no one ever should. The end came suddenly for many. None of them deserved what had happened. The selfishness of others is what caused the end of everything. But it wasn't the end. And we have the choice to rebuild. If only we have the courage to take it. Even so, humanity thrives. Some have it harder than others, but as a whole, in our smaller, tighter communities, in some ways, we have it better. We try to teach our kids the joys of life, what it means to be alive. But even in the seat of civilization, evil thrives. As if it is in our nature to brutalize each other. Pushing through the pain, we move on. While we may lose our innocence, there is always hope. But we have to fight for that hope. We strive to put right the wrong that other people do. And we can only do our best, sacrificing of ourselves so that others may survive. We endure these things that evil men visit upon us so that those that are young can learn from us. They can see what the right thing is. And though it is hard to do what is right, the act of trying to do this is what's important, and what will make humanity grow and thrive, and hopefully evolve away from what we have become, to better existence for everyone. And the hardship seems to never end. There are always those who will take advantage. Always those who need to be stopped, although we try not to. There is still brightness. There is still humanity here, and it is worth saving. We can't ignore all that we have become, but we can grow and create. And our young know no better than what we have given them. So if we can give them something better than we had, or what was thrust upon us, hopefully they will be better for it. And hopefully we will be better for it. Innocence should never be tainted, should never be taken away too early, if we could only but help it. Again, atrocities are committed on those around us, from men that think they deserve power, think that they can make humanity better by making it stronger, but also colder, sacrificing those it deems weak to protect itself. And again, we have no choice but to stop them in any way we can. When they cannot learn from what they have done, what they have wrought upon their fellow man, sometimes there is only one choice. And for those that we hold closer to ourselves, we give more. We give, in some cases, our very lives for their safety. Because if we do not give to those that are closest to us, then how can we expect anything in return? It's in our nature to try to survive, but we can overcome that and all the things that we are capable of and be more if only we are willing to sacrifice. And these human connections are what is important. Although we may have lost sight of it trying to undo our mistakes, these connections are what make us human and what make us try to protect each other and defend each other against the evils of the night. We can't find comfort in ourselves and our religions and all those things that, while other people around us may not understand, is real to those that believe it. This comfort gets us through the day and helps us, in some ways, find the way to our future. Again, we revisit the mistakes of our past, but we can't undo them. We have to push forward. Those who are different from us deserve the same second chances that we have taken for ourselves. They have helped us before, even though we have not remembered, because they have seen a brother species, somebody who was similar to their own, but different, and deserving of a little bit of compassion. Although they are not family, they are not human, they are not brethren, that does not mean that we cannot treat them as such. Because those emotions that we learn from our families and our friends were not meant for just ourselves, but were to visit upon those that were around us. And even though they are different, we have to look past that and see how similar we are. Again, we sacrifice ourselves so that the future of a species we have wronged may have the same chance at life. We push forward, and while our life is danger, we do not do it for ourselves. We do it for the innocence of something different, but something so similar to ourselves. Something that deserves life, something that deserves to grow and thrive and learn. And since there is no more of his own kind, who else can he learn from but those who have killed his own people and who are very, very sorry that they had done so? He learns from us, but we also learn from him. We learn compassion for those who would kill us. And he shows us another way to deal with those who would be our enemy, to simply avoid them. But there are those who cannot be avoided, and so we change ourselves and the way we treat the people we call enemy, In this way, we can teach the future a better way. And while we are not the only ones trying to make a better future, others try to take for themselves to make their own lives better. And while we cannot stop them, we can at least prove that we are better than them, and that we are willing to take the hard way while they take the easy way. They plot and they plan, unknowingly limiting themselves by killing those around them, by making it less likely that humanity will survive. In their eyes, they are making us stronger, but in reality, they are making all of humanity weaker. And they threaten the ones that we hold dear. The ones who would fight back as well. But because there are so many of the men that would take from us, we cannot always stop them. But we will always try. Just as they will always try to take from us, we will always sacrifice to make sure that they will never succeed in their endeavors. And hopefully they will learn if they survive their mistakes. But we are not here to judge their mistakes. They will pay, but not with their lives. Not now. Some are just scared. There is a confused hatred in their heart. They do not know what they feel. They simply want to belong. They make so many mistakes. And then they try to cover up those mistakes with bravado. And they try their best to get the approval of those that are around them. But unfortunately, the people that they surround themselves do not care about him. They care only about themselves, and they will take and manipulate in order to get what they want. The things worth doing are never easy. To spare a life, to take a life, is that for us to decide? Or should their own decisions be their downfall? We can teach them a better way, that even though it is hard to spare someone, it is the right thing to do. Hopefully they will learn. This world is not dead. It thrives and pushes past the things we have done. It grows stronger and in many cases more brutal. It fights to survive, just as sometimes we have to fight to survive as well. But like in so many things, family is more important than anything else. Our journey ends where it began, at home. Fear is a natural emotion. But those who have true courage are willing to look past what they fear. And even though they don't understand, are willing to take the chance in what others believe. It is a large jump to make, and the chasm is filled with danger, but some are willing to make that choice. We never truly knew the power and secrets we housed within our walls. The future for both our races were here, if only we had the courage to free it. But we had to convince others, not just ourselves, that this was the right thing to do. That what was beyond these doors was worth freeing. To some, the choice is simple, but to others, the unknown is the most frightening thing there is. Do we take the chance? Do we unleash something that can easily destroy us? Or do we free them? Just for the possibility that maybe they will save us. There are no guarantees. But in this harsh world, there never are. And all we can do is take the chance and do what is right. Because what is right is all we have left. It is the only thing that keeps us grounded. And in this way, we can teach those who are different from us that we are not what we used to be. But in order to do this, we must again prepare ourselves to fight those who would take, who would refuse to give, and we will do so. Because our lives, our existence, our very way of life is on the line. And we don't just do it for others. We also do it for those that are around us, those we know, those that maybe, given time, we deeply care for.
Secure the perimeter! Cover the exits! Stay alert, men!
Save your voice, Kirillov. Here, there are only dead Spartans. I feel a bit like Xerxes. What an unforgivable waste of men and resources. So many good soldiers lost. And for what? Police station? The council? Well. All are cleansed by the fires of revolution. What a pleasant surprise, Colonel Miller. Or what remains of you.
Artyom, it is time.
And who might this be? The resourceful young man. Tell me, Artyom, savior of the Metro. Where are you going?
Artyom, no need for that now.
Ullman died, like most of the Spartans. Miller survived and is now in charge of police guards, even though he's confined to a wheelchair. And Khan just disappeared. He once told me, what if this little Dark One is the last of the angels sent to save us? The fact that the little one came back and brought his kin, maybe that was the pardon and salvation. For me, for the Order, for all of us in the Metro. The last light of hope in this kingdom of darkness.
It will be better for everyone if we go away or two. But one day we'll come back. I'll be big then. Goodbye, my friend.
The Dark Ones are gone. But I know we will meet again. Maybe they really were sent to save us. Maybe we did earn forgiveness.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Metro Last Light. I actually had to play through this game twice, because playing it on the mode that I did, while I don't regret, I missed a lot of things that I wouldn't have otherwise. And playing it through the second time, I was able to spare a lot of the people that were, honestly, the grunts were not responsible for what they were doing, except that they were following orders. Which doesn't excuse what they were doing, but being able to go through the entire game and not kill them, or at least most of them, was a better experience, and it put me in a different mindset. Well, me and RTM made the decision erroneously to kill the Dark Ones in the first game because we missed all of the messages that were put in place by the Dark Ones for us. In this one, our redemption blinded us to the fact that we needed to be more human, as well as save all of the Dark Ones. And this entire, playing it through twice was perfect for me because it gave me the opportunity to learn more about this world. And this entire journey was just amazing. I grew as Artyom grew, and the story just came into one complete package for me. This was very well done. There are some things in the game design that could be done better, especially if you're playing in Ranger mode, but that's partly my fault. The game could be designed in a different way, slightly, in order to convey game mechanics through Ranger mode. But they chose not to do that, so I had to deal with what was given to me. And I think in the end, though, the story that me and RTM went through was worth the pain of struggling through that game on a very hard difficulty. Something that I don't really, if you're playing this for yourself, I don't recommend that you play it that way. I'm glad I did. And I will never take that back. I love that I did that. But it was very difficult. And it made a more real game for me. But if you're up for it, and you haven't played it before, I'm definitely not going to besmirch you for taking the chance of doing it on Ranger mode, because, like I said, it was an experience. Anyways, I'm going to leave you here with the wonderful people that made or helped make this game. And with all that said, which was quite a lot, honestly, and this took me a long time to edit, all I have to say now is this is Boylag, signing off.
Oh god. It's a dead mouse. I guess we can see what happens. Oh, this is gonna be gross, isn't it? I don't know if standing near it's a good idea. Ew. Oh god.
It came back to life. Something like it.
That is gross. Alright. Well,